eat at Sonic on the regular? Alright, who gets cheese sticks? Alright, Avery, when you get cheese sticks, how many do you normally get? A large. How many comes in a large?
8.
8 cheese sticks. You don't have to write this down, we're just talking. It'd help if I could spell. How much do 8 cheese sticks cost?
Like $6.
So like $5.99 probably?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the deal. This is what we're going to be looking at today and when we come back from after 9 weeks test. I want to know the unit rate. I want to know the unit cost. I want to know how much is 1 cheese stick. I want to know what is the cost per cheese stick. Do you see how many different ways they can ask the same question? All of those mean the exact same thing. How much does 1 cheese stick cost? So please look at this because we're going to use this to help us on the harder ones in a minute. Okay, me too. Alright, how much money did we spend?
$6.
How much money did we spend?
$6.
Technically $6, but in math class we don't need to round. We spent $5.99. Now, if we're wanting to know how much 1 cheese stick was, is that a multiply or a divide problem?
Divide.
It is a divide problem. How many cheese sticks did we buy?
8.
Somebody tell me what $5.99 divided by 8 is. How much is 1 cheese stick?
0.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no $74.
$5.99. Make sure you put the $5.99. I didn't say that. Alright, so this is not a full dollar.
Nope.
That means it's can only have 2 decimal places because we're talking about money. Each cheese stick is about what price?
$75.
About 75 cents a piece. Does that make sense? Pretty easy? Alright, so let's say that you get McDonald's. At McDonald's you can get 20
Piece chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets for $5, I do believe. You can get 20 chicken nuggets
That's a good deal.
for $5. I want to know the cost per nugget. That order tells you what to divide them in. How much did they cost?
$5.
$5 divided by how many nuggets did we get?
20.
What is the cost per nugget?
25 cents.
5 cents. Each chicken nugget costs a quarter. Yes, sir.
I have a question.
What's that?
I thought it confused. Well, how'd you get 25?
Because we spent $5 and we got 20 chicken nuggets.
That's not bad.
So you do the cost divided by how many you got. You want to do 20 divided by 5, don't you? Because 20 is bigger. And naturally you want to. Think about it like this. If you do 20 divided by 5, what are you going to get? 4. Does every chicken nugget cost $4?
No.
So naturally you want to do 20 divided by 5 just because that's what you did in elementary school. But you do the cost divided by what you're getting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are we good? Alright, look at your study guide on the front page. Front page of your study guide. We're going to try to get these 3 questions done before we roll out.
You missed number 1.
I know we already did number 1 on another day. Alright, look at number 2. Do you see where it says first 9 week study guide?
Yeah.
This is what I want you to write down. I want you to write unit rate means divide. So let's get down to number 3 really quick. Number 3 is exactly what we just did with the chicken nuggets and the cheese sticks. It says Troy is buying 6 tickets to the county fair. He spent $75.84. What equation represents the cost. And y'all, what that means right there is how much does each pass cost. That's what it means. What, babe? We're skipping it. We're coming back. All right. So if we know how much we spent, how do we figure out the cost of one item? You divide. So we're going to do $75.84 divided by 6.
12.1604.
All right. We get each pass was $12.64. That is our unit rate or our unit price. For the rest of the year, we're going to call that number our special number. Okay, and we're going to use it a lot this year. If you look at the answer choices, only 2 of them have 1264 in it. That means the answer is either A or B, okay? So trust me, anytime you're figuring out how much one thing costs, you're going to write your equation like this, okay? It's going to be the cost, the special number, and whatever you're buying. The cost equals the special numbers, what you get when you divide, and then you times whatever you're buying. We were buying passes to the county fair. All right, let's go back and look at our cheese sticks. Cost equals, how much were our cheese sticks a piece? 75 cents. And I don't want to use the letter C again because I've already used it for cost. So I'm going to put an S right there for cheese sticks. Make sense?
Yeah.
What would our equation be for our chicken nuggets from McDonald's? Big C means how much they cost. 25 cents was our special number. And what were we buying?
Chicken.
Nuggets. Because I can't use C again because I've already used it. Does that make sense? It will always look like that. Yes, sir, Abel.
Do we have to write the things again?
Yes, please. Are we good on that one? Do you see how it's the exact same thing we were doing with Sonic and McDonald's?
Hold on.
It is A. A is correct. Everybody's good?
No.
Miss Middleton,
Yes, sir.
I divided 75 and 75.84 by 6 and got it.
That's what we did. Very good job. You just have to be able to pick out which one of these equations is right.
Y'all
Okay.
confuse me with all the other.
That's what we talked about with McDonald's and our chicken nuggets. We were just showing you how the equations always look the same.
It's on the tab.
Okay? Alright, now, we're gonna do the same thing, but now, 2 and 4 are the same type of problem, but they're just real crazy looking. Alright, on number 2, it says, Glenn drives a third of the way to the grocery store, and he uses 1/11th gallon of gas. What fraction of the distance, everybody underline distance, can he drive to the store with 1 gallon of gas? What is another way that we can say 1 gallon? What's the P word we've been using?
Wait. Hurt.
Per. So above that, let's write per.
I don't know.
What is the distance per gallon? That's what we're figuring out. The distance per gallon. That tells you what order to divide the numbers in. If you go back and look, how far did it say Glenn drove?
1/3 of the way.
A third of the way to the store. We're going to divide. And how many gallons of gas did he use?
1.
1/11.
1/11. Alright. Is everybody good? Austin, what'd you get, love? Okay, hang on one second. Now, go back to 5th grade for a minute. How do you divide fractions with Miss Booker?
Keep change for
What?
Keep change flip.
Keep, change, flip. So if you want to, you can do keep, change, flip. like you did in 5th grade. It's actually really, really easy on this problem to do it that way. How many of y'all are worried you're not gonna remember that because it's been a long time since we've been in 5th grade? If you are worried about remembering that, you can do it how we always do it. How do we do these problems? Change them to decimals. Alright, so if you want to do keep, change, flip, we'll do that in a second, but we're going to change them to decimals first because that's how we've been doing them. What is 1/3 as a decimal?
0.3 repeating.
0.3 repeating. What is 1/11th as a decimal? 09090909 repeating.
Oh, no.
Alright, so if you put all that in your calculator, 0.3 repeating divided by, very good job, Austin got 3 with a bunch of 6's and then a 9 at the end. That 9 at the end is not important,
Yeah.
so we're just going to change it to 3.6 repeating. Alright, so now we've got to divide our answer choices and see which one gives us 3.6. As somebody with a calculator, 1 divided by 14, does it work?
0.0714.
Dalton said no. Does B work?
No.
Does 3 divided by 11 work?
No.
Does 11 divided by 3 work?
Yes.
It does work.
I did the other way and still got, and then I put it in a fraction because I thought it wasn't supposed to be in a fraction.
Alright, who did keep, change, flip? Alright, for those of y'all that did keep, change, flip, let's do it real quick. What fraction do we keep?
1/3.
What
then
do
you
we change?
Symbol times
What do we flip?
11/1.
Multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom, and there's our answer.
And
That
that
was
would
really fast.
And then it would equal 3 2/3.
So if you're comfortable with doing keep, change, flip and you're not gonna mess up, it was actually easier to do it that way on this problem. But we can always change them to decimals. Okay? Everybody's good on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, for a house point. Here's what I want to know. After we divided and we got 3.6, how could we have known that D was the answer without working any of the answer choices out? Van Bibber. How could we have known that D had to be the one that matched up to this? Christian, what do you think? Darren?
You do the keep, change, flip in your head, you flip the proper fraction upside down.
Technically that would work, but that's not what I'm looking for. Cameron, what you think?
The only one that can have is the whole number.
Say it again.
If you're making a mixed number, it's the only one that can have a whole number.
Okay, Cameron said that this is the only one that you can make into a mixed number. I agree with that. What else, Luke?
3 is the only one with repeating numbers, repeating decimals.
11 and 33 I think I repeat too. Addison,
Is it proper?
it is improper, which makes it be able to change to a mixed number. What else? Y'all are right. That's what I'm looking for. Bella.
My first option was that that D can only be simplified into a whole number, and then the second way is process of elimination.
Okay, all 3 of them are right. Here's what I'm asking. Why is D the only one? And you said, Addison, elaborate on what you said, because what you said was right.
Is it proper?
It's improper. Cameron said you can make it a mixed number. All of that's right. I want some more though. Abel. Holy moly. Abel, come on.
Because 3 is a whole number.
3 is the whole number.
And the number goes at the bottom.
Nope. What are A, B, and C, Cameron?
All proper.
What are proper fractions?
I got it.
Luke.
Well, whenever you take that, take the improper fraction and make it